What is going on? Oh shit, there's everybody. I was having problems with my other my laptop plugged in my TV or whatever. Alright, so we got first, second. I'm good, King. Um I, I just realized the other day somebody told me that it always looks like I'm looking away when I look at my television. I was having problems with my turn the TV sound off. Bear with me, I'm having technical difficulties, but what I was saying is most people are, I mean, somebody told me the other day that every time I look away at chat, it always looks like I'm looking off. So I need to put my television like behind my phone so it doesn't look like I'm always over like. And then you guys have no idea what I'm up to. Really, I'm just reading your chat. I don't have anything planned other than to discuss the pass and check out PvP because it's getting closer to the end of the season. I'm not doing so hot in PvP. Mainly because a lot of the Dodge area teams have switched. And my team was pretty much designed to prey on those. What is going on? Okay. I just finished eating a little bit ago. But if you guys know what I do when I go over PvP, I normally look at the top 25 and try to figure out what's I say, can you show me the new Nerf? Yeah, I can show you the new Nerf. Right there's the new Nerf. Alright, so I think it's tomorrow. It's whenever the pass is over. You guys can look at the pass and tell when it's over. Yeah, Atrox or Atrox, he's bad. He's bad for sure. Is that almost 10k? Yeah, that's almost 10k gems. And I'm waiting on Misplay to give me some more gems because they owe me 650, and I filed a report. And then I found out the bad news about the unlimited task, being the only reason why I took and did the misplay task was it had no time limit. Well, along with no time limit, that means technically they have no time limit on how long they can wait to pay me my gems. And that's what they said in the email response was basically that like they have indefinitely to look over your see if you qualify. Rank 3 Bombetta is more useful than Rotten, but dude, I was surprised by Rotten. Like, I just leveled mine up to 35 today and read his skills and was like, wow, this guy's actually not bad. Like, even if you don't rely heavily on Revive, he's still good support. Wearing two traps can eat your opponent's stamina. He can give your whole team damage reduction, which can survive against a Vanos if you make your Rotten faster than Vanos. Where am I from? I'm from the East Coast of the United States of America, but I moved to the West Coast. Sorta. I live in the mountains now in Colorado, in Denver area. I don't think Bombette is strong right now either, but he's still a Megaton, and people need Megatons, so... Dodge area teams are what I built my PvP team to prey on, so... Yeah, I definitely think like Pierce was a little much, meaning like free to play. We don't get any good monsters. Like that's the one thing that I was excited about is like we were actually getting a good monster. But just because free to play was getting a good monster doesn't mean that that was an advantage to free to play. Because the spenders get the free to play monster too. And the difference between a spender and free to play like myself is that a spender can make that monster 150. And right here, Atrox isn't immune to stun himself, which means if you're going up against a 150 Atrox and you only had a 130, they're going to stun yours down along with anyone else on your team that isn't immune to stun. So like, Solar Flare is not OP. Like he's cool, but he's not OP. Uh, you kind of got to decide whether you're going to be running him as a tank or an attacker, which that's where it's going to get awkward, is the fact that when you're going blind into PvP, sometimes you're going to run into an attack solar flare, sometimes you're going to run into a defense solar flare, and so you've got to have a team that was ready for both of those types of solar flares, so that's going to be interesting. Like he's pretty versatile. Yeah, I do think he's a lot like Armor Claw, and just giving Armor Claw, turn this off, seeing it straight hurts me now. Oh shit. Alright, so my thoughts though on why it's a good idea that they got rid of it though is because us free to play were about to get, completely owned by spenders with Atrox. Now, the only part that made me excited for it was I was going to get to tell everybody, in Discord, I told you so, because I spent all night last night sitting in Discord basically listening to the top 100 prove how stupid they are. Like, I don't care if you own 100 mutant runes and all super tens, and still you're a fucking idiot. Like, if you didn't think Atrox was the best denier in the game, then you learn how to play from somebody else. You must be copying your teams, because, I mean, he had Pierce. Like, people would be like, oh, well, this monster's immune to stun, that monster's immune to stun. Not one damn monster that I have a problem with in PvP is immune to stun, meaning like every single monster that you have a problem with, whether it be Kodama, Simus, Nora, the list goes on. You just stun them, like, along with their teammates. Like, the ones that are immune to stun or immune to control ain't shit. Like, they're support monsters, they're tanks, they're things you don't have to control. So, people really are bad at this game. Like, you cannot judge how high somebody scores in PvP based off whether or not they're good at the game or not. Just the fact that like all spenders wanted to do in Discord yesterday was be like, Atrox isn't even that good. I don't even know what y'all are talking about. In 2 weeks, they all would have been copying. They all would have had 150s, and they all would have been knocking players like me around for months because I wouldn't have had a 150. They took away flash ranks. How do I get a 150 with no flash ranks? So yeah, and I went to Walmart today, guys, to try and see if I could get a phone mic, and they only sell them online. So as should never have been introduced, or should be given to attackers, or shouldn't be given to attackers. It's a lot worse on a denier than it is an attacker, bro. Like, you can use your denier to stop attackers. Like, you can like, you can attackers aren't fast, so you can do a lot of things before an attacker goes, like bring down Megaton and then deny their attacker. You can't do shit if right out the gate they deny the piece of your puzzle. Like, oh hey, look, you was planning to attack me with that, not anymore. Oh hey, look, you was planning to deny me with that, not anymore. Like just let's go down the top 25, okay? And the same players, all right, like I even got one on my friend list from the other day that I battled or whatever. Or yeah, this guy here, he looks like he's fallen a bunch. He gonna sit there and tell me that this monster wouldn't have been no good, wouldn't have done anything in the meta, blah blah blah. Who the hell on his team immune to stun? One guy out of all six of the monsters he's playing with. Like, what is this guy smoking? He's like, he gonna sit there and tell me Atrox ain't no good. Atrox would smoke your whole damn line up here except one guy. They'd be like, oh, I can't stun down that guy. Like, people was crazy. Bylaws, I need to do something. Sorry that I can't stay longer. Although, you're fine. I do have some construction that I could go over here. I still want to go over the top 25 PvP guys. It's time to write down those names, but I don't think I can do it and talk to you guys at the same time. Yeah, good thing they don't give it to deniers also. Yeah. But what if you had a Pierce Per? You could like a move that was like, yeah, at the beginning, or say a move that says your monster gains pierce and can purr and do damage, and then removes pierce. Like that'd be healthy, because then you could go and be like, oh, I'm gonna remove that pierce off Vanos, or oh, I'm gonna go and remove that pierce off some new denier. I think Social Point was ready for the monster. Everything in the cookie crumbs tells me that Social Point was ready for that monster, meaning they got nothing but stun immune monsters in the forecast coming out. The race monsters immune to stun, meaning the future monsters would require spenders to buy them too, but Social Point was ready. I think Social Point was ready for that monster, but the game wasn't. I could tell you the game wasn't, because 90% of the people thought he sucked. More than 90% of the people thought, oh, that's not that good. That's not better than Vanos. Like, so to me, like, if you couldn't figure out why that's better than Vanos, like, or you couldn't figure out why that was better than Moon Haze, or you can't figure out why that's the best past monster that's been released since I've been playing this damn game, like, then you're not ready for it. Like, 'cause that means you're just going to copy somebody else. And I feel like everybody was going to be on his ass for this 2 weeks and they want to get it. Once it was over, people like me, I would have been able to get it. He was about to get jumped on his head. The whole meta was about to pick on him. And this week, then what we went up in these people ready. The mic. No, that's just called, I don't have 1,000 subs yet on YouTube, so I'm not supposed to be live on YouTube, so they don't let my mic operate correctly. I went to Walmart today to try and see if I could get a phone mic. You can't hear. Alright, well, turn your volumes up. Let me see if maybe, see what I got here.